Well, good evening, everyone, and it's that time again, Thursday at 6 p.m. I'm here with my trusty companion, Gerald the Cat, and tonight we've got an absolute showcase of musical talent. It's sadly come to that time of the year, the last half of the summer term, the Trinity term, and tonight's concert features our esteemed musicians who are sadly leaving the college. And we have a number of performances tonight for you from members of the upper sixth year and some from the fifth year as well. And as you'll see in a few minutes' time, we've got an absolute array of musical talent. And all of these peoples really are such a formidable part of the musical scene that we have at the college. They all embrace different aspects of the musical provision. And more than anything, actually, they have shown a huge amount of dedication, perseverance, and support for other younger pupils to their skill, to their art form. And this is such an invaluable message, I think, for all of our pupils learning music, to look up to these pupils who have given so much, and I hope, of course, have enjoyed their musical journeys. It is really testament to their abilities, but their perseverance, their talents, of course, as well, that we are able at the college to make the music making that we do. These guys lead. They are our captains, effectively, of the musical scene. They lead by example, and they provide wonderful joy and entertainment. Although Gerald's not really agreeing at the moment, but he certainly does. He's wriggling around. I do apologise. Anyway, just before we have this evening's concert, I've had the opportunity to actually catch up with three of our upper six musicians. We've got Sophia and Abigail, who are a bit closer to home in Ardingly and Linfield, I think. And we've also managed to get Alvaro, who is there in Madrid, having been there, of course. A really sad case. One of our prominent musicians, Alvaro, who flew out actually on the day of Cabaret, which was going to be one of his shining lights. So let's start with him, actually, while Alvaro's there. Alvaro, just give us a quick overview of the instruments you play, first of all. Tell us a bit about what you've played at Ardingly and what groups you've been in.
Right, so I'm primarily a guitar player and also a percussionist for the jazz band. So guitar-wise, I've played a lot of classical music and some flamenco as well, on top of playing some modern styles such as rock and, electric and acoustic guitar in societies like the Rock Society and other independent student ensembles. And I have played a little bit of guitar in the jazz band as well. Primarily also I have played the drum set in the jazz band.
Yeah, as we hear, as a man of all styles is Mr. Lecky Bari. Let's go quickly over just to the other two girls. Abigail, just give us a quick overview of what you play and what you've done.
I play the violin, the piano, and I sing. And over the years, I've been involved in many instrumental groups, including orchestra, string ensemble, and quartets as well. And then in singing terms, choir, schola, and more recently founded girls' choir.
Fantastic. And Sophia, last of all, a bit of a hybrid for you, isn't it?
So I play the trumpet, and I've played in the jazz band, the orchestra, the brass group, and I also used to play in the concert band as well. So fantastic. lots of ensembles.
So we've got a real mix here, actually, of three individuals kind of ticking all the boxes. Maybe I planned that. Sophia, what's been your greatest musical memory?
My greatest musical memory, I think, has definitely got to be House Song. I absolutely love the event because I feel like it's such a great event for everyone in the school to participate in. And for me, my personal highlight was that we won it as a house 2 years in a row. And I was really lucky enough to conduct the house for both years. And for me, especially for this year, it was such an amazing memory because it was all of us girls, the Leavers, the upper sixth Woodard Girls House together. And it was a tough time, but we came out in the end and won the event. So yeah, it was just such an amazing memory for me, and it will probably stay with me forever.
That community spirit is absolutely invaluable, isn't it? For that. Let's go to Abigail. What about for you, Abigail? A musical memory that you'll kind of cherish?
There are so many, to be honest, over the years. I think the most recent one that will definitely stay with me forever was Cabaret. And I think the fact that we were able to perform in such a beautiful venue and with all of our friends and over the years have that build up towards this final event, you know. And I'm sorry Alvaro wasn't there, but you were there in spirit as always. And I think also choir tours every year, just that sense of community, as you said, you know, building up relationships and rapport with other students from different years. And even though we couldn't find the Thai restaurant in Malta, that will stay with me.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shocker, wasn't it, when I promised them Thai food on the first night and we sort of couldn't find it. Alvaro, are you still with us there? Can you hear me in Madrid?
Yeah.
Amazing. Let's go to you then. Just your kind of musical memories. What stands out for you?
Well, I mean, it's difficult to pick one single memory, especially when you have been, as long as I have been there, 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
But probably the one I probably remember the most is the recent house ensemble, where we narrowly won the competition, and it was just such an amazing experience to see such a large venue, especially a college community, you know, in one of those rare occasions where everyone's sort of like locked in the same experience and sort of, you know, participating in the same enterprise. And it was just the energy in chapel. It was actually really pleasing to see how everyone sort of cheered on and rose from their seats. So that's probably one of the best memories.
Yeah, that was pretty spine tingling, I have to say, to embarrass you, Alvaro, and you and your band. Sat there as an immensely proud director of music, watching the whole school engrossed in what you were doing. It was phenomenal, and the same for you girls, obviously with the house song as well, which was a great performance. So we've actually, as we've done with other performances, we might have a bit of that archive footage just to relive some of those memories a bit later on in the concert. Let's just go sort of about the sort of general musical journey. What have you enjoyed, Sophia, about over the sort of 5 years? What have you enjoyed about your sort of music over that time?
For me, I think it was definitely being introduced to such a variety of like opportunities in music that I could play here. I think coming from a school where we only really had an orchestra and a choir, to going to Ardingly where we had not just an orchestra but also a concert band, a jazz band, a brass ensemble where we play sort of contemporary music and also more baroque style and classical style. So for me, it's just having all these opportunities to play not just a wide variety of music, but also to play with professionals in the Music at Ardingly series, but also playing really amazing places, like playing in the orchestra concert at St John Smith Square, which is also a massive highlight for me as well.
Yeah, I was listening to your trumpet playing in that the other day. It was a great evening that was.
It was amazing.
And let's go to you, Abigail. What have you enjoyed? Because obviously you've done the academic side of music as well, but I suppose this is a bit more co-curricular.
I think the fact that, as you said, music is such a diverse discipline, you can choose any kind of path through music that you wish to. And I think working with students of every gender, every age, every background, you know, right from prep school up to the top of senior school, that will always stay with me. And being able to introduce people to music that perhaps they haven't ever heard before, you know, getting to know people of specific cultures, you know, understanding where their music comes from. And on the academic side of things, getting to know other people's opinions and maybe talk about art and music and culture and philosophy and how it's developed over the years.
And Alvaro, just for you, I mean, we're going to go around all of you actually for this, but if you had one message for those peoples at the college about music, what would it be? What would you say to them? What would your advice be?
Well, I'd say if I was to give one piece of advice, I would have to say the following. As a kid, when I came here in Remove, I did have, you know, a lot of passion for music, but I was only interested in a very narrow spectrum of popular music, without, you know, any knowledge of theory or any sort of willingness to broaden my spectrum. So my advice is for everyone in the musical community to give a shot to these different sort of styles of music, to expose themselves and enrich their musical culture, you know, exposing themselves to the wonderful diversity of music that is, you know, that we are exposed to in the musical department. So really try and sort of be nurtured by all of the diversity that the musical department has to give.
Great. And what about you, Sophia?
I think just sort of along the lines of Alvaro's message as well, just about taking all the opportunities that you're given, because I think we're so lucky to be at this school where, like, as a department, you guys offer us so many wonderful opportunities that we can participate in. And I think a lot of the time I've actually been surprised to find myself enjoying them more than I expected to. which is like a sad thing for me now, because I wish I'd gone into them with more of an open mind. But actually, I would say to anyone who's joined, like, do go into all of these opportunities with such an open mind, because you will find yourself like enjoying them way more than you probably expected to. And I think that's probably helped me on my musical journey, especially.
Fantastic. And finally, Abigail, some advice for younger or current students?
I think just have fun. Music is there to be a friend of yours. It's there when you need it most. It's something that can take you away from potentially academic studies, and it can be a resort of individual expression, as well as a bit of fun with your friends.
Absolutely, I would echo all of those messages, and I think, Sophia, you make a very good point. I was walking around the garden the other day, and it came up on my Facebook that I'd finished my university exams 10 years ago this week.
Wow.
I was like, oh my word. And it's, you look, but the point I suppose I'm making is you look back on things and go, oh, right, well, this is what I did, or this is maybe hindsight, that phrase is such a wonderful thing. So it's about taking it now, isn't it? Seize the day and all of that. And that's a really important message for everyone. Absolutely. And let's just talk briefly before we get into the concert then about what we're doing post Ardingly. Alvaro, what are your plans?
Well, at the moment, I am planning to study at uni in London. Not necessarily pursuing a specific music career as such. I'm going down a more economics-based route.
Cool.
But I am still going to keep music as a prominent part of my life. Playing clubs, meeting new musicians, connecting with other people in London as well. And, coming very much, if I am invited, which I hope I am, coming back to the college and, being of service whenever I can.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Music at Ardingly, Mr. Lecky Bari. Yeah, fantastic. And let's while you're there, Alvaro, let's have a quick chat about your recording as well in lockdown. You've been making an album, haven't you?
Well, yes, I have. I have had a bit of time to sort of sit down and take things easy without the academic pressures that usually come with the diploma or the A levels.
Yeah.
So I have had time to sort of put two microphones together and start sort of putting some recording some ideas which I had from way back, and sort of taking them into a more serious project, and and putting them online to see if anyone likes them. So
absolutely, there we are. Shout out for you, from me to you and to the whole community there. Check Alvaro out. I think he's got his own YouTube channel, so check that out. Sophia, what about you? What are your plans after? Well, I suppose in the next few weeks and then and years.
So I've actually planned to take a gap year. First, I actually decided to take that way before coronavirus even happened. Yeah. So in hindsight, I'm so happy that I've done that. But after that, I've already got a place for next year to study sports and exercise sciences at Durham, which I'm really excited about.
Fantastic, brilliant. And do you have what are your plans for the gap year quickly?
At the moment, I don't really have that many. I think just work up until Christmas, keep going with the music, get some money, and then after Christmas, when borders open to countries, then I'm hopefully going to go travelling. So that's the plan.
Fantastic, great. And Abigail, just for you, what are your plans for the near future?
So I'm hoping to study music in this coming October at Cambridge, and that's where I hope to be, and if all goes well with coronavirus. Yeah,
fantastic. And you've got a place as well to sing in the choir there, haven't you, in one of the choirs?
Ardingly College, yes. So that'll be hopefully an amazing experience, yes, very soon.
So for all of, I mean, I have no doubt for all three of these musicians, of course, that it's so focal in their lives that they'll keep it going. Obviously, it's a little bit more direct for someone like Abigail, who's going off to do that as a degree. But nonetheless, I suppose my last question for all of you is a very open one. Will music stay with you? What do you think? What do you think, Sophia? Will music stay with you?
Definitely. I think it's been a part of my life since I was very little. I mean, I started playing the piano when I was 4, so it's been in my life for so long. And although I think mainly now sport is a very big part of my life, it's actually so nice to have music as a sort of a breakaway and a respite from all of the sport that I do. So yeah, it's gonna always hold a special place in my heart.
We'll see you in like the Durham University Jazz Band or something like that.
Yes, hopefully. That would be the plan.
Awesome. And how about you, Alvaro? You talked about sort of playing and gigging. I can't see that's going to leave you.
Well, I mean, I have met a lot of people that, especially friends of my dad, who have always played instruments and have enjoyed gigging very much. And I've slowly sort of, stopped doing that over the years because of work and other commitments. To them, I say that is, purely, a lot of it is an excuse, and there's always time to sort of dedicate yourself to music. So I am going to very much try to keep that going in my life for as long as I live and enjoy that.
Yeah, you've taken a mantra from me, which is always, if there's a way, if there's a will, there's a way. There's a way to find the time to do it. Fantastic. You've taken the words right out of my mouth, Alvaro. Brilliant. And last of all, Abigail.
Of course it will. I think that's the short answer. I mean, I seriously thought about doing architecture as a degree and going down that more sciencey route. And I think I came to a junction and realized, what, right now music is what I want to study. Why not take the opportunity right now? And that's where I'm hoping to lead my life. And what, see where it goes. But I think music will always be part of something that I enjoy, part of life.
Brilliant, fantastic. So, well, there we are. They're the thoughts of three of our distinguished musicians, and of course, you'll see in a few minutes there are many more who have made a massive impact to the musical scene of the college over the last 5 years. So, my thanks to obviously Sophia, Abigail, and Alvaro for chiming in there and giving us their thoughts on their journey, but also their future. So, it's that time. Gerald, as you probably saw, popped off a minute ago to get himself sorted. So make sure you've got something to eat, something to drink, and enjoy the next hour or so of music made, maybe, but hopefully not, as Alvaro said there, with a potential return to the college for the last time in Ardingly colours. So enjoy the next hour or so, and we'll see you on the other side.
For the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. But you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants and maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
Right, we are the what are we? What do you mean with our board? The have it your way. Hello everybody. We are the Woodard House Ensemble. Yeah, is that right? Okay. Gonna be playing some Oasis. Don't look back in anger. Thank you. Sleep inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You say that you've never been, but all the things that you see slowly fade away. Gonna start a revolution from my bed. She said the brain died one to my head. Step outside, summertime's in bloom. Stand out beside the fireplace. Take that love from off your face. You ain't never gonna burn my heart out. And so sorry can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. And so sorry to wait. But don't look back in anger. I heard you say. Take me to the place where you go, where nobody knows if it's night or day. And please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. We throw it all away. Gonna start a revolution from my bed. And she said the brains I had one to my head. Step outside, it's summertime's in bloom. Stand out beside the fireplace. Take that love from off your face. 'Cause you ain't never gonna burn my heart out. So sorry can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. The sun slides away, but I heard you say it's not today. Thank you very much.
Go ahead, throw your rocks at me, in a little glass house, and then take off running. You're no better than me. We both made mistakes, haven't we? I won't undo what I'm doing to sit in judgment of what makes us human. I don't claim to be proud, but my hair won't be hung in shame. I didn't plan it, but the light turned red and I ran it, and I'm still standing. It's not what I wanted, but now that it's right here, I understand it. A story written by your own hand. It's life gliding right at your heels. I didn't plan it, but it's finally something to feel. Oh, look around you, ain't no saints here, baby. We're all just looking for a little less crazy. And sometimes it's a hard left turn down the road you never thought you'd see. I didn't plan it, taking back what's been taken for granted, and I can't stand it. I'm sick of the way I've been waiting to break free. I needed saving, and a good mistake needed making. Maybe you need the same thing, something to feel, to race through your blood and remind you you're here, to open your eyes and look around and see the sky when you're on the ground. I didn't plan it, but that's life, and I'm finally feeling alive. It's not alright, but it's mine, and it's finally something to
when the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I can make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Forget your troubles. Happy day. Come on, get happy. Here again. Skies above are clear again. Shout hallelujah. So let's sing a song. Get happy. Cheer again. Get ready. Happy days are here again. qui vont à la mer ont gardé de notre passage des flux effrénés, les choses sur les arbres de rire clair. Et là, c'était jour du bonheur, du grâce, joies envoyées. Je vais sans retrouver grâce dans mon cœur. Chemin dans ma main, je veux chercher toujours. Chemin perdu des plus heureux chansons. Chemin de désespoir, chemin de souvenirs, chemin de prières, divin chemin d'amour. Si je dois l'oublier un jour, la vie va contre toutes choses. Je veux dans mon cœur qu'un souvenir repose, plus fort que l'amour. Le souvenir du chemin où je pleure et tout est brillé. Un jour j'ai senti sur moi tes mains. Chemin dans ma main, je veux chercher toujours. Chemin perdu des plus heureux chansons. Chemin du désespoir, chemin de souvenirs, chemin de prières, divin chemin d'amour. The skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my in heaven. For you are mine at last.
What an absolute treat that was for all of us here watching. As you'll see, Gerald's returned, pride of place, to see all those wonderful performances from what is a very sad time, I suppose, our leavers of 2020. And again, I'd just like to start by thanking all of them performance tonight, but not only that, their huge dedication over the last 5, 7, I think in some cases we're talking about year 3, so whatever that is that 11 years? A long time. And of course, special thanks again, before I forget, to Mr. Freer, who is putting all of this technical wizardry together. Just before we finish, we talked earlier about some of the sad events that have been cancelled by COVID, of course, and for many of these guys in the upper 6th and the 5th year, that was going to be a highlight for them. The likes of the Glyndebourne concert, the likes of St Paul's Cathedral for our choir members, and then of course the Commem and all the music that goes with that. So one just thing to say before we head off is that we've got an Ardingly College Arts Lockdown series, and we are very lucky that we've been given permission to rescreen or live stream, the London concert from November. So do tune in Sunday the 28th of June at 3 p.m. We have a live rerun of that concert. And then we have what I'm calling the Grand Bonanza live on Thursday, the 2nd of July. Gerald's getting a bit restless here, and I think that's because he knows he's getting a friend. So for that concert, he might be joined by another feline friend who will be introduced into the music department as another mascot. However, Thursday, the 2nd of July, we have our final concert of term, this Grand Bonanza, where we've got all these different ensembles playing. So that's it for now. As usual, the virus is dwindling, I think it's safe to say. We are being allowed to social distance a little bit more frequently, and we're allowed to see each other, of course. However, Boris is still not taking my mantra. Be safe, keep safe, stay safe. Bye for now.